So I don't know why I keep going back here. I feel like I've gone here more than usual, but I love this country. We're going back to España, right? We go in Spain. I love this. I love this place. I love its people, specifically their women. I love this place, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, Catalonia. So if you imagine in America, it's like it's the most northeastern province, built up of 4 provinces. It's like the Maine, but with way better weather, not that shitty Maine weather. Okay. But the very top right-hand corner borders to France, right? Happens in this province, happens to be Barcelona, the capital of the country, So the most populated, number 1 city there. Catalonia, which is the province, be like North Wales or Lansdale in Montgomery County, you know what I mean? Or blah, blah, blah. They happen to have to remind, I love this. God, I love Spain. They had to remind everyone in all the provinces, there's 4 of them, that your public swimming pools, stop telling girls to put their tops on, because there was a rule passed in 2020 that was an equality rule that any broad who wants to pull out her fun bags can do it, and you can't stop her. And enough girls with the free the nipples, which I'm a proud supporter of, says you cannot tell a woman to put her top on at not a public pool without being fined up to 500,000 euros, which I have no idea how much it is. But it sounds like enough that you're a hater if you're telling her put her top on. This isn't a mean thing. We're not talking about walking around with my sweaty nuts and my brajol hanging through the thing. You know what I mean?
No.
This isn't a bad thing.
Yeah.
I agree. I support them, and I hope that I bring some, strength to this movement.
Right. I mean, let's be honest, guys. Breasts are some of the greatest things on earth, right?
I agree. 100%.
They bring so much joy to so many. They are incredible. And I'm for one, 1,000% support this bill and this law. And you know what? Spain's got it right, because we need to see these. All right. It's for everybody. Go ahead.
It's educational, and they nurture the youth.
Yes.
What a lot of people don't realize is that topless public nudity has been decriminalized in pretty much every big city in the United States. So while it's not legal, it's like a jaywalking fine. Right? A cop can be like, I'm going to give you a $50 ticket to put. So we're not totally at the whole level of Spain. Like it's just free, but it's been decriminalized. It's not a public indecency. It's not going to be something that like hits your record and follows you. I mean, they do that naked bike race in Philadelphia, which is a lot of that is really just like people turning the other way. You acting like you have no awareness of the naked bike race.
I do know. I saw this in the Inquirer.
I did not know there was a thing.
It's every year, but I did know this. So they also did this, Bern. So I don't know. I don't think that law applies in as many cities as you think, because there is the naked hiking excursion they did this year. And they found out that on any federally owned property or state park, you cannot be topless. So if you did it, you had to find private property to hike on while nude. So they like messed the whole thing up. The Inquirer got into it. They were like, they should just be able to walk nude. I'm like, let's not do nude, because I don't need to see some old man's balls. But
right. It's the men that ruin the
nobody's upset.
Thing.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, if it was just women allowed to do the nudity thing, I think everyone's complaining. On board. Right. No one's ever going to complain.
Even gay guys are like, I don't care. It's all good. Yeah.
Come on. But yeah.
Ain't my type.
No, it's the men that ruin it. They really do. And I'll tell you, it's also like, we don't want to see let's just say the lower end of the scale.
Or do we, Matt? I need to know what's good to see the bad. I need to know what's good, right?
Well, I guess, right. To really enjoy the big shows.
Yes.
Right. You need to have
the sideshow.
Right. And there's nothing wrong. Hey, man, all you need is a handful or a mouthful or whatever blows your boat full.
Right? It's like that nude beach philosophy though. Like when you're a kid, you're like, a nude beach is going to be so cool. I can't believe I can go to a nude beach and just like see boobs. And then you get there,
it's all old people.
And everyone's 68 years old, and everyone is mangled, and it's just not. It's not what you dreamed. Don't
not
meet
what
your
I used
heroes.
to jack off to.
It's like people who don't care anymore.
Different sizes. Yeah.
Yo, in a previous relationship, I was in Vegas, and we were staying at the what's the one where the guy shot everybody and all the boxing fights are? It's
Caesar's Palace, MGM.
No, not MGM.
It's not Wynn.
No,
Mandalay Bay.
The guy. Yes, Mandalay Bay, where the guy shot everybody from the window. So we were in Mandalay Bay, almost right where that guy shot from, which is wild. Like the scene, I was like, holy shit, that was like right where my room was. But They have a European pool, they call it, right? And Mandalay Bay is known to have like the biggest amount of pools. They have like 10 pools on their property, right?
Yeah.
I go up and I'm like, European pool, what's that? And the guy's like, oh, it's Topless. I looked at her. I was like, oh, we're going. She's like, yeah, I don't care. I was like, cool, let's roll. Get up there. The guy's like, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm like, oh, what, buddy? He's like, it's $50 a person. I'm like, well, wait, she gonna pull the old fun bags out. She got to pay $50? He was like, sure does. And I'm like, and they have a wall, so I don't know what's behind the wall, like Bern said.
Right.
I don't know if it's the geriatric crew that already hit bingo and the buffet and are now just trying to feel free because their titties sweat. I need to see. Can I get a peek? What if I give you a 20? Can I look in the door? He was like, absolutely not. I was like, well, then I can see her titties for free. I'm going home.
Yeah. You got to test drive the car before you buy it, pal. That's for sure.
Right?
That is for
You got to at least let me in the showroom.
Right.
You know?
Right?
Yeah.
I got a window shop.
Right. All right. So that was some really good stuff, guys. Really good stuff.